bringing space technology to Earth.
What do you feel when you see a smoke detector? Do you ever feel like an astronaut? No? Well, the next time you see one, try imagining that it's part of your spacecraft's caution and warning system. It might sound surprising, but smoke detectors were originally found on spacecraft before they were used to save lives on Earth.
In fact, much of the technology developed by NASA and other space agencies has eventually been adapted for use in our everyday lives. These adapted space technologies are known as space spin-offs, and they have been enhancing our lives on Earth since the beginning of space exploration.
Currently, there are more than 30,000 space spin-offs that can be found in hospitals, stores, offices, and homes. In the early years of space travel, these spin-offs generally occurred by chance, when a practical use of a new technology was accidentally discovered. These days, however, space researchers work together with industrial scientists to find ways to make space spin-offs useful here on Earth.
Past space spin-offs. Fabrics. Fabrics designed for space travel have proven to have many practical uses. In space, aluminized fabric is used to protect spacecraft from extreme temperatures. On Earth, it has been used in a number of products, including survival blankets. Fireproof material used to make spacesuits has been adapted to make fireproof clothes for children and special suits for firefighters. Also, the cool suits worn by the astronauts, made of a net-like fabric with water-filled tubes, are now used by professional race car drivers and others who work in extremely hot places.
Materials. The designers of early spacecraft found it necessary to develop special material that was lightweight but also extremely strong. Since that time, this material has since been used in products such as sports helmets and tennis rackets. Another important material developed for use in space is memory metal, which remembers its original shape after it is bent. This material can now be found in simple eyeglass frames. Also, the shock-absorbing material used in the boots worn by astronauts is now found in a variety of sports shoes.
Electronics. Along with smoke detectors, quartz timing crystals were originally developed for use in early spacecraft. These crystals, which are highly stable during temperature changes, now make sure that our watches and clocks keep time accurately under any circumstances. Also, in order to list its millions of spacecraft parts, NASA developed the technology which eventually evolved into the barcode. Barcodes can now be found on goods in supermarkets and convenience stores all around the world.
Current technology. Cleaner cars. Spaceflight researchers are constantly studying how different materials burn, and this kind of research may have a big impact on the future of Earth. NASA currently uses liquid hydrogen as a fuel when launching space shuttles. Hydrogen burns more cleanly than fossil fuels, creating fewer harmful emissions. The eventual development of a hydrogen-burning engine for use in cars and other vehicles could make it possible to dramatically reduce the rate of global warming.
Synthetic soil. In the interest of possible future moon colonies, space agencies have searched for new ways to grow plants in places they normally would not grow. This has led to the creation of a kind of synthetic soil. It is made with a common mineral called zeolite, which can store nutrients and releases them over time. This artificial soil is already being used by some farmers and may be developed as a new kind of fertilizer. Because of its ability to release nutrients gradually, such a fertilizer would cause less pollution when washed away into surrounding streams and rivers.
Medical technology. Medical technology has also benefited from spin-offs of space research. Some of the systems that were used to track the life signs of astronauts in space have evolved into the high-tech devices used to monitor intensive care patients in hospitals. And much of the equipment designed to be used aboard spacecraft has been adapted for use aboard ambulances. But perhaps most important are the tiny but highly effective pumps that were developed for spacecraft engines. These may eventually be adapted to provide smaller alternatives to the heart pumps currently used by heart patients.
So, the next time you want to feel like an astronaut, just take a look around you. Put on your eyeglasses, set your watch, and then take a walk in your sports shoes to the convenience store. All of these simple acts have been affected by spin-offs of the same space technology that has sent astronauts to the moon and beyond.